Hey guys, what's up? What's up, mortals? What's up? Yeah, I decided to do a normal stream today because I haven't done a storm stream, a tracking storm stream in a while. Mostly because my dad decides to always turn it off because he sees that I'm not on my computer while I'm at school. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons why there hadn't been a stream in a while. Actually, let's see how long it's actually been since I did a live stream. Actually, 3 weeks. That's exactly how long it's been. It's been about 3 weeks. But yeah, Void, welcome. Nova, welcome. Everybody, welcome. Carson, Zachary, everybody, welcome. There's 10 people already watching this, man. That tells you that there's commitment on this YouTube channel. I swear, there's like people that are like committed, basically at this point. Those 3 weeks of absence felt like 5 months. Yes, they did. I swear. I've been wanting to stream the storms for sure, but like I've just been telling you this over and over and over again, right? Every time I try to stream, right? Every time I would try to stream a storm, right? My dad would follow an hour or two later and would turn the stream completely off. And you want to know why he would do that? Because it's not because it's because of the internet bill. It's just because I was not at my computer, and he was wondering why my computer was not getting my screensaver turning on. So then he proceeds to turn my computer off every single time, and I come home from school, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, Dad. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Bro doesn't want a burnt house. Exactly. Will the Atlantic use all hurricane? I mean, I think it's possible. I mean, to be truthfully honest with you, alright? There is a possibility, I would say, that we could use up every single name. I think we could potentially use up all the names. However, though, in my opinion, I think we're only going to get to Vince. Okay? I believe we're only going to get 2 more storms. It could surprise me. We could use it all the way up to Whitney, or we could even go to the auxiliary list for the first time. But who knows? We all know. So we all know. I think we'll get it. Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility we'll get to Whitney. I mean, there's a very high possibility we could get to Whitney. But I think, in my opinion, we're going to get to the 20th named storm, which would be Vince. That's just what I believe, okay? That's what I believe. That's what I believe is going to happen. And going to the Hurricane Center, right? We still got Sean over here barely holding on as a tropical storm, 40 miles an hour with a pressure of about 1,006 millibars. And, looking at the cone here, it's really not going to survive much longer. I mean, we're talking potentially by tomorrow afternoon, this might not even be a tropical cyclone anymore. It's looking like it might be down to a depression, maybe by the 11 o'clock advisory. I don't know. Sean surprised everybody. It went to a depression at one point, and then it got back up to a tropical storm. But I think we're going to be seeing the death of Sean here very soon. And, I mean, look at the discussion here. You can see, the Hurricane Center, is talking about how it's going into some dry mid-level environments over the next couple of days, and that would cause some weakening, so on and so forth, right? So, honestly, Sean probably doesn't have that much time left. Obviously, the weak slop that it's always been. It's never really had a chance. I don't think November will get us storms in the main development region. Well, we typically don't get storms in the main development region in November. Typically, everything kind of shuts off in the main development region by mid-October. So, I mean, we don't typically see activity in the eastern Atlantic or even out into the central tropical Atlantic in November. Typically that area is usually shut off by the time we get to, usually by mid or late October, usually the main development region shuts off. But we don't know because keep in mind, the sea surface temperatures are still extremely warm in the eastern portion of the tropical Atlantic. I mean, you look at it right now, right? It's not as warm as what it was earlier in the year, but if you just look at it here, it's still pretty warm. I mean, you're talking it's ranging maybe anywhere from a half a degree above average to maybe even as much as about 3 degrees above average to maybe even in this little area right here off the coast of Africa, running about 5 degrees above average. So, I mean, it's still very warm in the tropical Atlantic, but it's not as warm as what it was earlier on in the year, So I think we could still get something, maybe a couple more storms out here in the main development region. I'm not sure, but obviously we're getting more and more closer to the end of hurricane season. But yeah, I mean, and it's very unusual actually where Sean formed because Sean actually formed in an area where we don't even typically expect development. Why in the world did my thing go off? Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know why in the world my thing was going off. Okay, we're good. All right, we're good. But yeah, Sean formed in an area that typically doesn't support tropical cyclogenesis this time of year, right? This late in the season. Typically, this part, I guess I should probably try and use one of my extensions here, right? Typically, this part of the Atlantic, right? This part of the Atlantic right here, and really kind of onwards, maybe like right around this area too, doesn't really support tropical development this time of year. It's kind of this line right here kind of separates it and points like east, right? Like this whole area right here is an area that typically supports development during the month of October. You don't typically see development kind of coming off of Africa this time of year. Typically that stops coming off by late September, going into about early October. I mean, you still get tropical waves, but they don't typically develop because you got a lot of, I guess, we'll make this look like wind shear, okay? So this will be wind shear. We'll just, we'll make it look like wind. That's wind shear, okay? That's my perfect representation of wind shear, okay? But usually everything's shut off, usually, in this part of the basin by this time of year anyway. But I think because of the very warm sea surface temperatures, that has a lot to do with why we're still getting development out here this late in the season, I think. I mean, we're even watching 94L. I mean, that's another possible tropical cyclone we need to watch out for. And something that really needs to be watched out for with 94L is, will it continue to make this kind of east, kind of, I would say, more northeast motion, kind of this more northeastern kind of motion. Like, will it kind of keep doing that? Will it do something like this and it kind of goes out to sea, or will it do something like this and kind of goes through the Caribbean or something and kind of does maybe something like this? I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, obviously we got a very weak high this year. I don't think this would go to the United States. I don't think this will be a threat to the United States. I think, if anything, it'll be more of maybe a Lesser Antilles threat, maybe, and then maybe it goes out to sea, but I mean, that's just what I think. There's definitely a possibility something else could be different with that. But we got 94L out here. Obviously, the Hurricane Center gives it a 70% chance of developing over the next 2 days and a 90% over the next 7 days. And obviously, I mean, they're talking about how the environmental conditions are very conducive, or they're more conducive for further development here over the next couple of days. And you don't hear that really typically often in this part of the Atlantic in mid-October. So, it's been a very unusual season, I'd say, because, we had, back in June, we had Brett and Cindy out here. That was the first time we ever had 2 tropical cyclones spinning in the main development region in the month of June. I think Sean, if I'm not mistaken, broke a record for the farthest east tropical cyclone this late in the season, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw something saying that it was the easternmost tropical cyclone to form this late in the season. So like that, it broke a record there. But I mean, yeah. So Sean's obviously not going to be anything to worry about. It's going to die out here probably over the next 18 to 24 hours. 94L. Obviously is a concern. Obviously we'll have to continue to watch that over the next several days. See if it gets the name Tammy. I think that's the next name up, isn't it? Yeah, Tammy's the next name up. So see if it gets the name Tammy. It should. I mean, the conditions are there for it to become Tammy, but will it become a hurricane, or will it just be another Sean? That's something that we would need to fine tune, obviously. But we'll obviously wait and see what happens there for sure. Let me actually look at the chat here because there's been a lot of messages that I've not been able to read here. Let's see. Yeah, Sean should be dead next advisory because the BT showed it as a TD, so it should be down to a TD probably at the 11 a.m. advisory here in a couple hours. Yeah, and that's another thing too, right? Because there is a possibility we could get something coming out of Central America, the Central American Gyre. A lot of the models have been hinting at the possibility of a Central American Gyre storm. That might either be Tammy or it might be Vince. There's definitely a possibility we could see two named storms here, maybe over the next week or so. And October might wind up being a little bit more active than previous years. I mean, obviously we've had some pretty active Octobers in recent memory, but this October might be pretty active for an El Nino. Obviously, we'll wait and see what happens. This has to be one of the longest main development region seasons. Well, I mean, for sure. I mean, it probably, would be, but I'm pretty sure we've probably had. I think we've had tropical cyclones form. We've had tropical cyclones form. This late in the season in the main development region before. So, I mean, it's not unprecedented, but it can happen. It's just it's kind of rare to kind of get like more development out in the main development region the more you go into October, because you're kind of getting past like the peak conditions that you're going to have for the hurricane season. But it has definitely been a pretty good main development region season in terms of it spawning named storms compared to previous years for sure. We've definitely had a lot more storms out in the Eastern Atlantic this year than we've had in previous years, because most of our storms in the last several years have been kind of forming right around around 50 or 60 degrees west. So that's kind of something that's happened in the last few years. Next year's going to be wild. Well, we'll see what happens, right? I mean, there's a possibility we might go into a La Nina, but there's also a really good possibility it might be more of a neutral season. I guess we'll kind of wait and see what happens, but I'm sure the Atlantic will stay pretty warm, especially the Eastern Atlantic, and that'll be pretty interesting for next year's season for sure. How many more hurricanes or majors do you... I think we're going to get one more hurricane. I don't think we're going to be able to spawn out a crazy amount of hurricanes. I think we'll get maybe one, maybe at best two. We might get two more hurricanes at best. But I think we're only going to see one more hurricane, and it might wind up being major. I don't know. But I think we'll see maybe one more hurricane, and then it ends off from there. Maybe 1 to 2, though, I would say for sure. Your Wi-Fi went down. Well, rip. This October compared to the last El Nino has already been... Yeah, it's been definitely a lot more active than what an El Nino hurricane season would typically bring in the Atlantic, because had the Atlantic not been as warm as it has been this year, we probably would have had a below-average hurricane season. But because of how warm the Atlantic's been this year, we've had a pretty active season for sure. And it's actually probably, if I'm not mistaken, it is definitely 100% one of the most active El Nino seasons that we've seen in recent memory. I think, 1969 or something like that? I think 1969 is the only season that that's had this many named storms. And, that was a good 50-plus years ago. So, that was the last time we've ever had as many named storms as we've had right now in the Atlantic during a strong El Nino. Was 1969. So it's been quite a while since we've actually had a season like that. But 1969 did have more hurricanes. It had like 12 hurricanes and like 3 majors or something like that. On the other hand, we've had, let's see here. We've had 6 hurricanes and 3 majors. Okay, so we've had the amount of majors like we've had in 69, but we haven't had a crazy amount of hurricanes. We've only had 6 hurricanes, which is kind of around the average kind of amount of hurricanes that we typically see during a given season anyway. So, it's been an above average season, but in terms of hurricanes and major hurricanes, it's actually been more of a near average season for that, though, for sure. We could have 7. I will admit that, Zarek, because obviously there's some evidence to suggest Brett could have been a hurricane, for sure. So we might get it maybe up to 7. We'll wait and see what happens, obviously. I guess we'll see, though. 2018 was more of a weak El Nino, though. 2018 was a weak El Nino. Weak El Ninos, they're a little bit more to be expected to be a little bit more active than what you would expect as you get more and more into El Nino, because you can still get a pretty good season even in a weak El Nino. It's more when you get more into the moderate and strong El Ninos is when you typically start to see the Atlantic kind of struggle to really produce anything noteworthy, except this year. I mean, obviously, most of our storms this year have been garbage, but, we've had some good ones. We've had, like, Franklin. That was a really good one. I'd say Franklin could probably be one of the best storms this year in the entire world, I'd say, in the entire Northern Hemisphere. I'd say Franklin's definitely one of the best storms we've had this year. Lee, obviously, we know Lee became the first Category 5 in the Atlantic since 2019, so, the first official Category 5 since Lorenzo of 2019, but who knows, they might bring Lee down to a 155. Well, they kind of like to do that a lot, but I don't know. Ian doesn't like you right now, Rainbow. No, I would say this year. I really would say this year, Franklin is definitely one of the best looking storms that we've had. Obviously, you've had better looking storms like Mawar, but I'd say Franklin's definitely probably like top 5. Probably, I'd say. Definitely top 5 for sure. And the fact we had a pretty decently looking hurricane in July. I mean, it was, we did like Dawn. First time since it's been used, it's ever been a hurricane, by the way, and became a subtropical hurricane, basically a subtropics hurricane, first hurricane of the season. We had our first hurricane in July, so that was what was pretty interesting about Dawn here. The Atlantic's golden age is over. Yeah, definitely. The true shorty, yeah, was definitely Arlene. Arlene was poor Arlene. I swear, Arlene deserved better, in my opinion. Right? Arlene deserved better. Arlene absolutely deserved better. Like it really should have been this storm. I mean, honestly, Arlene should have been this storm. Everybody knows Arlene should have been this storm right here. This the unnamed subtropical storm from January. Everybody knows that it should have been that storm, but and then Brett would have actually been this piece of garbage. So that would have been something else. Now we just have to wait until 2024 and see what brings us. Looking to be another. Yeah, I would say next year's definitely going to be pretty active. I'd say next year is going to be a pretty active season for sure. Arlene's recon had problems, and it barely got evidence of tropical storm winds at the end of the mission. I know. It'd be funny if Arlene got like downgraded to a depression. It won't. I don't know. I don't think they do that, but I don't know. That'd be funny though. Imagine they actually downgraded Arlene to a depression. That'd be funny. That would be absolutely funny. And in the Eastern Pacific, there's looks like we might have our next named storm here. Lydia was very, very impressive, actually. I know I didn't stream Lydia. I was thinking about streaming Lydia's landfall, but I just didn't. But Lydia definitely threw some surprises for sure. I thought it was going to be looking like it was going to be a weak slop because of the environment that it was in, but then it got into a really good environment and just really like explosively intensified and got to like 140 miles an hour. I mean, it's insane, bro. That's what can happen sometimes in that basin for sure. But obviously you got this area right here that they're watching. Got a 70% chance over the next 7 days. And obviously the environmental conditions, they're going to be conducive for some development, and we could potentially see a tropical cyclone next week. I mean, it's definitely possible. And The poor Central Pacific. We've got an area that they're watching in the Central Pacific, okay? We do got an area in the Central Pacific to watch. But it's very unlikely that 92C is actually going to develop into anything. Okay? I don't think we're going to see Hone out of this. But, obviously, you never know. You never know. There's a possibility that 92C could become Hone. But, obviously, it doesn't really got much of a favorable environment. So, I don't know. We probably won't see Hone this year, guys. Another year might go down without us getting Hone. We almost got Hone this year, though. We got to admit that, though. We almost got Hone this year, and at the last second, like literally, it was right on the border of it being named Hone, and it got the name from the Eastern Pacific. I forget what name it was again. We almost had Hone. Greg. Yeah, it was Greg. Greg literally stole Hone. Like, it stole the chances of us having Hone. Like, it's kind of hilarious. I think about that, right? Greg literally stole Hone from the Central Pacific. And it still makes me laugh because it was right on the line, bro. It was right on the line of becoming Hone. And then we get tricked and it becomes Greg. Like, we all thought it was going to become Hone, but no, it became Greg. Like, bro, that was, bro. Yeah, Greg formed at 139.8, and the Central Pacific Basin's responsibility starts at 140 degrees west. And Greg formed at 139.8. 0.2 longitude from being Hone. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious, bro. That is absolutely hilarious. I still think about that to this very day, that we were 0.2 longitude away from having Hone. Literally, it was 0.2 degrees away from the Central Pacific. If it would have been at 140.0, it would have been Hone, but it formed at 139.8. Oh my god. We can't forget how Kenneth became. I know. Yeah, I know. That's what really pisses me off here, right? Kenneth, all these years, was a really good name, right? All right? Really good name, all right? You go to, hold on, Tropical Storm Kenneth, all right? This really pisses me off, all right? It really pisses me off, right? So look at this, right? Category 4, 1993. Category 4, 2005. Category 4, 2011. Category 4, 2017. And then 2023, Tropical Storm Kenneth. A weak tropical storm that stayed at sea. After like 4 uses of it being a Category 4, it becomes a weak tropical storm. It becomes a weak tropical storm after it becoming a Category 4 times in the Eastern Pacific and actually becoming a Category 4 equivalent cyclone in the Southwest Indian Ocean. And then it becomes a weak slop this year. Like, bro, that still pisses me off, bro. I kind of wanted Kenneth to continue that Cat 4 streak, you know? Because it was staying out to sea. It should have been a Category 4. Kenneth deserved better. I swear. Kenneth deserved better. Kenneth absolutely deserved better. But no, think about this, right, guys? This is what's insane about this year's hurricane season, right? What is so crazy about this year's hurricane season is we're in a strong El Nino right now, right? We're in a strong El Nino right now, all right? And look at this. All right, this is crazy, okay? We're in a strong El Nino, and the Eastern Pacific has only had 13 named storms. We have had 19 named storms in a strong El Nino. Think about that, guys. Think about that. The Pacific has had 13 named storms in a strong El Nino, and we've had 19. We've had 19. 19 tropical storms in the Atlantic this year. It's funny though because we've had more named storms, but the Eastern Pacific has had more hurricanes and majors, right? Because they've had 8 hurricanes, we've had 6 hurricanes. They've had 6 majors, and we've had 3 majors. So the amount of hurricanes, like just regular hurricanes that we've had, they had it in majors. So the East Pac's had a pretty quality-quantity type season, even though it's not been as active. I mean, we've had 16 tropical depressions in the Eastern Pacific, and only 13 have become named storms. So, but, 6 major hurricanes and 8 hurricanes, right? We've had 6 hurricanes and 3 majors, which is a pretty bad ratio to have when you've had 19 named storms. So, yeah, the northern Indian Ocean is like right now, like 2 names. It's like 2 names they're at right now. Like they're like stuck at 2 names. Which honestly, I will tell you, right? The northern Indian Ocean has had an amazing season this year. And I know they don't get that many tropical cyclones, but they really, honestly, the North Indian Ocean has had a pretty amazing season this year. They had a pretty amazing season in the northern Indian Ocean. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a pretty good, pretty amazing season in the northern Indian Ocean for sure. We've had so obviously we've only gotten as of right now about $2.6 billion. Every single basin right now has had a major this year, I think, haven't they? I think like every single basin in the entire world in 2023 has had a major. So, that's pretty interesting, if I say so myself. Oh yeah, every basin had a Cat 5. That's what it was. Every basin has had a Category 5 this year. The Atlantic's had a Category 5. The East Pac's had a Category 5. Well, not every basin. The Central Pacific hasn't had a Category 5. They haven't even had a named storm. So... Except the Central Pacific, by the way. Just saying. Except the Central Pacific. The only basin that's not even had a named storm this year is the Central Pacific. So, but that kind of counts as the Pacific, the Eastern North Pacific basin. So, yeah, I don't think the Southern Atlantic's had a name this year. Had a storm this year, have they? As the Southern Atlantic, did the Southern Atlantic have a storm this year? I don't think they've had a storm this year. I mean, I know you don't get storms usually down there because of the amount of wind shear and stuff, and the lack of convection. But I don't think we got a storm down there this year in the South Atlantic. I don't think. I think this is one of those years that we haven't had a South Atlantic storm. I could see there being a pretty busy South Pacific season potentially this year. Maybe not crazy, but I think it might be pretty active, I'd say, in the South Pacific. I think it could be a pretty good year down there. I think the Australian region might have a good season too. Have to wait and see. Ouch. How long have I been live anyway already? 30 minutes. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. Dang. 14 tropical cyclone. That's pretty active for the South Pacific, not going to lie. You know, it's kind of crazy how the record low activity in the Atlantic is one named storm, 0 hurricanes, and 0 majors. And we know what season that's from. We know what season that's from. We know what season that's from. And in fact, 1907 also had 0 hurricanes, though. But we know what season. The best season. The best season of them all is 1914. When we had 2 tropical depressions, 1 storm, 0 hurricanes, and 0 majors. And then this was literally the storm. Like what the heck? Like, what the heck, bro? Like, what kind of season was that, bro? And then our record high activity was obviously with 2020 when we had 30 named storms and 15 hurricanes. That was 2005. We had 15 hurricanes. Had 7 majors in 2020. We had 14. We actually almost did tie, though, 2005 in hurricanes. Just the normal amount of hurricanes in 2020. But, I mean, 2020 was just a crazy year in general. I mean, 30 named storms. I mean, think about that. I mean, it still blows my mind. We had 30 named storms in 2020. 14 hurricanes and 7 majors. It still blows your mind, actually, if you think about it. Blows your mind. Whoever thought we would get to a day where the Atlantic had 30 named storms in 2020? I mean, nobody ever thought we would ever do that, but we did. So what do you want me to do now, guys? What do you guys want me to do? Like, what do you guys want me to do? What do you guys want me to do? Let me know. What do you guys want me to do? Could you imagine having 9 Category 4s in like one season? That'd be crazy. I mean, we only had like 2 Category 4s this year in the Atlantic, and 1 Cat 5. How many did we have last year? I think we had one. We had 1 last year, and then 2021 we had 2. Yeah, we get like 2, at best maybe 1 or 2 maybe every year. Although 2020, I think we had 2020 we had quite a few. I mean, we had, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5 Cat 5s in 2020 in the Atlantic. Category 4s. Cat 4s. I'm sorry. I literally just realized I said Cat 5. Cat 4. Yeah, October really kind of carried 2020 if I say so myself. Because, I mean, look at this. For the first part of the season, we had for like the first like 8 names, well, 7 names was slops. Like Arthur, slop. Bertha, slop. Cristobal, slop. Dolly, slop. Edward, slop. Faye, slop. Gonzalo, an absolute slop. And then you actually got good storms like Hannah. That was a good storm. Isaias was pretty good. 10 was slop. Josephine was slop. Kyle was slop. Laura was like probably one of the best storms we had that year. Marco was Omar was slop. Nana was decent. Paulette was pretty good. Rain was slop. Sally was pretty decent. Teddy was amazing. Vicky was slop. Wilfred was slop. Alpha was slop. Beta was semi-slop. Gamma was kind of slop, but decent actually. Delta was pretty good. Epsilon was pretty good. Zeta was pretty good. See, I mean, you're talking the last few storms, like the last several storms was actually pretty good in 2020. Like it kind of started with Gamma, you know. It started with Gamma, and then we had Delta. That was a Cat 4, and then we had Epsilon, and then Zeta, and then Eta, and then Theta destroyed it, right? Theta destroyed that streak, and we had an absolute slop. All right, well, it wasn't really slop, but it was kind of slop. I will admit that. And then we had Iota to end off the season. So, you know, October 2020 and November 2020 definitely carried the 2020 hurricane season for sure. Yeah, I mean, 2021 was just let's read off all of it, right? Anna was a complete slop. Bill was actually pretty decent. Claudette was slop. Danny was slop. Elsa was Fred was pretty good once it got past the Caribbean. Grace was really good. Henri was slop as a hurricane. Ida was really good. Kate was slop. Julian was slop. Larry was really good. Mindy was, I don't even know what you could say with Mindy. Nicholas was decent. Odette was slop. Peter was slop. Rose was slop. Sam is underrated. Teresa was slop. Victor was slop. And Wanda was slop. I mean, there was a lot of slops. So, and then 2022, actually 2022 was pretty decent. Because the fact that 2022 didn't really actually wasn't really that much of an active hurricane season just by itself, it was really good in terms of tropical cyclones because it wasn't actually as active as previous years, right? I mean, we had a few slops like Alex and Bonnie and Colin. I mean, don't even get me started on Colin. But we had really good storms after that, like Danielle, Earl, Fiona, Ian, Julia, Lisa, Martin, Nicole. I mean, we had really good storms in 2022. It was more quality quantity in 2022. What was 2019's anyway? I know 2019 had a lot of slops too, obviously. I mean, look at that. I mean, yeah. There was a lot of slops in 2019 for sure. Andrea was slop. Barry was horrible. I don't even know how that's even a hurricane. Chantal was actually pretty decent, actually. Chantal was actually a pretty good tropical storm, even though it was only 40 miles an hour. It actually had a pretty decent structure, not going to lie. Dorian was like a beast. Aaron was garbage. Fernand was pretty garbage. Gabrielle was actually decent. They actually kind of was forming kind of in like an upper level eye feature. Humberto was really good. Jerry was pretty decent. Imelda kind of just came out of nowhere, but it looked pretty decent. Karen is a Karen, obviously. Lorenzo, really good, even though a lot of people still debate if it was a Cat 5 or not. Melissa was literally a nor'easter. I mean, literally. And then Nestor was garbage. Pablo looked amazing. I loved Pablo. Olga was a cold front, essentially. I don't even know how that's even a tropical cyclone. That's literally a cold front. And then Rebecca's garbage. And Sebastian was So, like, you cannot tell me that you cannot tell me that Olga was a tropical cyclone. I mean, now Nestor, Nestor looked somewhat like what a tropical cyclone would look like, a very sheared one. But you look at Olga, and it's like pure garbage. It looks like a freaking cold front. Like how do you call this a tropical storm? All right? How do you call this a tropical storm? But you can't seem to name a freaking subtropical storm that looked exactly like a subtropical storm in January of 2023. I mean, really. Yeah, 2019 was pretty meh. Dorian really was the only one that kind of carried it, and maybe Lorenzo. Yeah, 2022 was definitely a solid like 6 out of 10 for sure. My mom said we were so lucky to end vacation in Florida during Hurricane Elsa, and she was so relieved that we didn't. What the heck? Huh? Who the frick is this? Hold on, what the heck? I don't even know who this is. I don't even know who that is. I really don't know who that is. Somebody like tried to send me a message, and I was thinking they were trying to see if like it was me, if it was like if it was like about me or something. But like, no, like I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. What? And I was looking to see who it was. Like, bro, like I don't even know. Ugh. Who knows? I don't even know. I don't even care. I don't even know. All right, let's go. I'm gonna go to tidbits. I don't even know what was going on there. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't even know what the heck was going on. Yeah, we're gonna check the 6Z for the Eastern Pacific. By the way, look at this. like what? Look at this. Look at Sean, guys. Look at this. Look at Sean. Look how amazing Sean looks. Sean looks amazing, guys. Look at Sean. That's the best tropical cyclone I've ever seen. That's the best tropical cyclone I've ever seen. What's another one? Oh, yeah. I forgot about this storm. And then here's 94L, which, oh my god. Like, the thing about 94L, right, is it looks decent. It's just, it's got to lose a lot of this. Like, a lot of this. And you got, I don't even know why this is even marked. Like, what in the world? Like, how is it, why would you even mark this? Like, why would you even mark? Why was 92C even existing anyway? like, bro, what in the world? Why is 92C even existing? And then we got 99W, which probably ain't going to become anything at all. What? Yeah, that ain't even going to become anything. I really honestly don't see 99W becoming anything. Like, at all. Let's see what's going to go down in the US. Let's see here. Let's see what's coming up. Ooh, cold spell. I love cold spells. Apparently they think... Okay, so apparently... What's the next name up in the Eastern Pacific? Hold on. Let me look at it again. Apparently they think... Norma. Yeah, it's Norma. So apparently the GFS says that Norma's... like moisture is going to go all the way up into the Rockies and bring some snow. So that's pretty interesting. It like goes all the way up to Canada. Comes like a full-on blizzard. Oops. Well. Are y'all gonna watch that eclipse today? Let me know in the chat. Let me know if y'all gonna watch that eclipse today. I might not even be able to see it because it's raining. It's supposed to be like this all day, cloudy and rainy and everything here. There's supposed to be an annual solar eclipse today, and pretty much everybody in the U.S. should be able to see it. Where I'm at, I'm like right on the cusp of the 40%. It's like I'll be seeing the 40%. If the sun decides to come out. What time is that eclipse anyway? What time is the eclipse? 11:48 a.m. Yeah, I'm freaking screwed. Maybe. I don't know. It starts like 2 hours, bro. I'm home alone, by the way, guys. I'm home alone for like this entire weekend. I'm home alone. Like, my parents ain't even here. I could stream all day with no problems. Like, really. But, I'm sure, even if I don't see the eclipse, it's going to get a little dark. Because I'm pretty sure it'll get a little bit dark because you're going to see the sun getting covered up by the moon a little bit. Not by like a full amount, but it'll kind of make it a little bit darker. Maybe outside for a little bit. I know there's supposed to be an eclipse next year in April. Like an actual, like, just regular eclipse, like solar eclipse. Alright, Kevin McAllister. Yeah, I'm definitely Kevin McAllister. 100%. Hold on, I'm gonna log on to my my Roblox account here. I gotta log on to it. Whoo! Sorry about that. There it is. Log in, and we're good. Now, where's my display capture? There it is. Okay. All right. Has the precious. It has the precious. Guys, what do you guys want me to play? Let me know. Like, what do you want me to play? What do you want me to play? Just give me something and I'll play it. Something dumb and stupid. I don't even usually play Roblox that much on this account anyway, but... Flee the facility? Yeah. I could do that. What if I typed in rainbow? Okay. I know I'm going to get a bunch of rainbows, but... I know obviously Rainbow Friends is going to pop up, right? But there's other stuff. Yeah, it's just going to be a bunch of stupid Rainbow Friend games, I swear. I'll taste the rainbow. What the heck is this? Slide down. I bet you this is clickbait. I bet you this is clickbait. I bet you 100% this is clickbait. Especially if it has something like this. Bet you this is clickbait. Always open Roblox, man. Why does it do this? Watch out to get another update. Taste the rainbow. Eat the rainbow. Yes. What? Wait, what? What? I just started hitting random buttons. Yeah, this is clickbait. For sure. For sure this is clickbait. Look at this. Yeah, it's clickbait. Look at this. That's freaking clickbait. Why is this so laggy, bruh? Where's my... Oh my god, why is everything loading so slow? Oh my god! Give me a second, guys. What do you mean it's already running? There we go. Look how dumb this game is, guys. Look how dumb this is. I'm gonna choose pizza. I love pizza. Alright? I love pizza. Absolutely love pizza. And most random music award goes to this game for sure. Oh, look at this. An ice lolly, huh? I want a rainbow ice lolly. Give me this. I actually don't have to pay for it. That's a first. What's in the shop? What can I get in the shop for Robux? Bro, the exact same stuff I'd get in like another game that was just like this. Bro, this is so slow. Finish for a prize. I love prizes. I absolutely love prizes, guys. Yeah. What the heck? Why is there just a random shark just right there? 600 million years later. Yeah, I'm still going. This is Roblox. Yeah. Yeah, this is I get a taco in 16 seconds. Imagine you find out you get a free taco in 16 seconds. That'd be pretty nice. I'd love a taco right now, guys. Not gonna lie. I'd love a taco. What the heck just happened? Oh. Oh, great. Now I gotta walk for like eternity trying to swim. This is like top tier video game playing right now, guys. Not gonna lie. This is top tier. I'm gonna get my taco. There's my taco. I'm eating my taco, guys. I got a free taco. Yeah. Don't mess with my taco. This is 20,000 likes for 5 new stages. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, guys, let's get this game to 20,000 likes. So that this dude takes like 2 seconds to add like 5 new stages. Yeah. Yeah, this is great. This is like the best game ever. What? Bro, I'm not buying any of this crap. This is the best game ever, guys. Best game ever. Best game ever. And my cat's meowing. We love that. That means he's happy. Bro, if I win this game for like 30 minutes, I get a jetpack. I'm not playing this game for 30 freaking minutes. You know what? I'll just go ahead and say it right now. I'm not playing this game for 30 fucking minutes. There we go. Bro, why is Rainbow... What is this doing here? Where am I? I'm stuck. Bro. Oh my God. Give me a go-kart. I want to feel rich. Yeah, this is a top tier game, guys. This is a top tier game. Top tier game. 100%. I recommend this game. You guys should totally play this game. Yeah. If the cars are not working, feel free to run. Just step through this to begin. You know, I'm gonna drive a Jeep. For sure. That's definitely a Jeep. Oh, the car don't even work. Bro. This car sucks. What kind of Jeep is this? This is Roblox, guys. This is Roblox, guys. This is Roblox. It's like a dollar store Jeep. Bro, this game sucks. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving this game. Wait, what? Hey, don't leave yet. You can be the first. You can be the first to finish the game and get a limited OP gear, bro. Bro, they're trying to persuade me to stay here. Look, it's like, they're like, hey, don't leave yet. You can be the first to finish the game and get a limited OP gear. So you mean to tell me that absolutely nobody in this entire game's existence... Oh, look, I get a fidget spinner. Oh! That's the greatest thing on earth, guys. It's definitely not a dead trend from like 5 years ago. We definitely love a dead trend from 5 years ago, guys. We love fidget spinners. Somebody kill me, please. Like, please kill me. I'm leaving this game, I swear. I'm leaving this game. I don't care about the OP gear. What is this? To continue using Roblox, please select I agree to our updated terms of service. I want to see the privacy policy, please. I want to complain. I want to complain to Roblox about games that suck and shouldn't even be on this platform. Welcome to Roblox. Oh. Okay. We love privacy policies, guys. What is this? Add me.
Social app with a continuous feed of potential friends.
No.
You create a profile with your interests, favorite games, and even your donation products.
No.
Then, you can start viewing profiles. Tap the the thumbs up if you want to make
Shut
friends,
up!
or the thumbs down if you are not interested. When you both approve each other, you can
Shut
choose to
up!
join your favorite games together. Remember to have fun and be respectful. Add me, where friendships begin.
You know this is gonna be a bad game. Whenever you know this game's gonna suck. Whenever the group name is Frederick Gubinson. What? Frederick Gubinson. We love Frederick Gubinson. Hi, Frederick. How you doing, you goober? You Gubinson? I don't even know. Frederick Gubinson. Shut up! Oh, I didn't even have it on the volume. Oops. I'm going to go to this game, guys, and I'm going to absolutely cringe. Okay? I'm going to go to this game for like 2 minutes, and I'm going to absolutely cringe. Gooby Goober. What is this? Add me. Okay. It seems like this is your first time playing. Bro. What? Rainbow Room. Yes. Choose my favorite games, huh? I love puzzle doors. Arsenal. Bed Wars. Can I type one, please? No. Natural disaster. Bro, these ain't even. You know what? There we go. I don't even care. My personality, guys. What's my personality? You know what? I'm introverted. All right. I'm introverted. I'm funny. I like horror. Hobbies. Yeah. What's my favorite animal? Cat. And a frog. A dog. Okay. And a pig. Yeah. I like country. And I like pop. And I like rap. My favorite pizza, tacos, cheeseburger, burrito. Oh, dang it! I'm just putting pizza, basketball, art, photography. I don't know. Yes, we love this. Introduce yourself. I am an idiot who decided to play this sped of a game. There we go. What is this? Oh. If you got Robux from mommy, give it to... You can donate 100,000 Robux to this dude. There's no way. What is this? I want to see my profile. Let me see my darn profile, man. Woo. Hi, I'm Dylan, and I'm a professional UI designer here at Roblox. I have 3+ years of experience and have contributed up to 100 million visits so far. Definitely. What? Bro, who's this? You suck! If you support Latina shotties. Um. Uh. What do I do, guys? What do I do? You want me to support Latina shotties? 2 million Robux. No. Sure. I'll support Latina shotties. Okay. Virtually. What the heck? His goal's 99.9 billion. What kind of goal is that? Hi, I'm Little, and I'm not gonna judge you based on your looks. What does this do? That does absolutely nothing. What? I gotta pay to favorite anything? This is stupid. This game sucks. I'm leaving. Alright. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get off of Roblox now because sometimes Roblox is the most brain cell losing thing ever. Alright. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Force 13 Extra, okay? And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna watch the 1914 Atlantic hurricane season reimagined. Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Watch this. Yes. 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 Perfect. Yes. Yes. Amazing. Yes. Amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. What an amazing video. This is like top tier quality, guys. Definitely. Yes. High effort. Yes. Well, we love that. We love that. Oh Lord. That's an amazing, that's a 10 out of 10 hurricane season right there, guys. 10 out of 10 hurricane season right there. 100%. We love that. That's like top tier hurricane season right there. Top tier hurricane season right there, boys. Meow. 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 Hey. Quit it. Quit it. I would watch that, but the thing about me watching that on stream is that I tried to watch a video of shoot. Of I'm having a brain fart, guys. I'm having a brain fart. I know his name. I'm just stupid, okay? Let's pretend like that didn't happen. Why is this on my recommended? Why is this on my recommended? What the heck?
When this guy named David lost all of his limbs, he was told that he was never going to have a regular life ever again. But David didn't let that get to his head and went straight to physical therapy to get prosthetics and make a change. He worked tirelessly to achieve his goal and said that he is nothing but grateful to be alive. His dedication eventually paid off, and this is him today doing his absolute best and proving everyone wrong. When this guy named David lost...
We love David. There's a documentary called Hurricane. It's got like a bunch of tornadoes in it. What the heck? We love David. David's amazing. Bro's literally bro's literally built different. You know what? I might go live later, guys, but I'm gonna end it here, okay? Thank you all for watching, guys.